Okay, so most of you are correct. Answer to part A is 102, part B is 12.5% or 12.5%. I don't think the question here is very difficult, even though it's a 5-mark question. Colin had a collection of badges, postcards, and magnets. He had 85 badges. 30% of his collection was postcards, and he had 51 fewer postcards than magnets. How many postcards did Colin have? So here, I will just draw a model. So first things first, they tell you that he has 85 badges, right? We don't know how the 85 badges interact with the percentages, and you'll probably not know until you go and find the total value. But we know that badges is just 85. The one that we are more interested in is 30% of his collection was postcards, right? And then he had 55 fewer postcards than magnets. What does that mean? That means his magnets, as a comparison, is this plus another 51. So this is just 30%. This is 30%. You must understand in total, everything must add up to 100%. Right? That is how it works in percentages. And therefore, what does that suggest? This part plus this part is how many percent? You should be able to see, right? 100% minus your 30% minus away the 30%, and you will be left with 40%. And this 40% must be which two parts? This part and this part must be your remaining 40%. Okay, and therefore that gives us 40% is 85 plus 51, 136. So draw a model if you really cannot see it. Some of you would have seen it without a model, which is fine, right? But you could have drawn a model so that it's easier for you to see. And from here, you want to find 1%, is a calculator question. Honestly, up to you. I will just find 10%. So 136 divided by, I want to find what? Postcards. I will just find 10%. So 136 divided by 4, which will give me 34. And therefore, 30%, which is your postcards, not times 10, you are not finding 100%, don't do weird things. Some of you will happily get 34, and then you go and tell me times 10 to find 100%, and right there is your answer. Please read what the question wants you to find, which is only postcards. Okay, next. Colin gave away some postcards. His total collection then decreased by 20%. What percentage of his collection was postcards after that? You must understand what concept this is testing. This is your one quantity unchanged. Technically, two quantities. One quantity or one part unchanged or constant part, however you want to call it, however your school calls it. But that is what this is. What did not change? Your magnets plus badges were unchanged. Okay, so that is what you must understand. Yeah, go. So if his total collection decreased by 20%, total, do we have his total? We don't have his total from part A, right? So we need to go and find, right? So 100% at first is your 10%, which was 34 times 10 to give me 340. So I know that total at first is 340. So if the magnets and badges did not change, why did his collection decrease? Because this is only postcards. He gave away only postcards, right? So the decrease is entirely due to postcards. So how much is the decrease? So your number of postcards given away, you can find directly because it's 20% of the total. So 20 out of 100 times 340. Press your calculator. You should get 68. So he gave away 68 postcards. So how many postcards does he have remaining? So 68 minus, not 68 minus his original, which is 102 minus away 68. So we know that his number of postcards left is 34. And therefore, what is his percentage left? You can just take your total left is 340 minus away the 68 that he gave away, right? Because he only gave away postcards. So that is 272. And therefore, percentage postcards left will be 34 out of 272. Then you must remember to multiply by 100. You will get 12.5 or 12.5. I do want you to be careful here. A lot of you lose random marks because of your presentation. If you want to put percentage here, then here you must put percentage. I would advise generally don't put for both. It is safer.